Easter dinner. I don't know about you, but at our house, it's a big deal. Well, at my mom's house, it's a big deal. My mom loves to cook, and if you think my meals are amazing, hers are even better. Now stay tuned to the end of this video because you'll get to see the desserts. She not only made one dessert for Easter dinner, she made 2 desserts for Easter dinner. That's how my mom rolls. She loves to cook. Hi everyone, it's Carrie and welcome back to my channel. My parents live in southern Alberta and seeing cows and cowboys is something that you see nearly every day. Also, the beautiful mountains that surround southern Alberta, you can see from my parents' porch. The only mountain name I know is that one, Old Chief Mountain. They say it looks like an old chief laying on his back. And then we sweep to the west and see the mountain range that surrounds Waterton National Park. My mom did not want to be videotaped, so every time you see hands working, it's either my mom's or my dad's, because he helps with Easter dinner as well. My mom had already started baking when I came upstairs. That was the crust for the lemon squares, and now she's making the filling for those lemon squares. I'll show you the finished result at the end. Now we move on to her hot cross buns. This recipe she gets from the Pioneer Women cookbook, and she combined in that cinnamon sugar. She also weighs her dough to about 53 ounces, and that is so that her size of her buns are exact. Now, they don't look as pretty as when she normally does buns, and she wanted me to point that out, but that's because I had added cinnamon sugar added to them. Personally, it's all about taste. Once the lemon squares are cooked, Mom's going to sprinkle that with icing sugar. And now we go on to the next thing, which is the topping or the coating for the hot crust buns. It's an egg white and milk mixture, and then she takes scissors and cut across into the top of each of the buns before she placed them into the oven. And there's going in, and just like that, we get to see them coming out. On to the next thing, and that is my mom's cream puff dessert. So making the cream puff pastry is actually a little bit of a different process. And if we want to see how we make this, we're gonna have to do a separate video because of the detail that is involved to make it turn out. But you can get a quick review of how it's done. Here she is taking the batter and putting it into the 9x13 pan. And then once it's spread out, she's going to take that and put that directly into the oven. What special thing do you have to have on your Easter meals? There's just some things that are tradition in our family that are a must-have, and my mom will never forget to include a Jello Jiggler Easter egg. Yes, I know that sounds weird, but it is tradition. Ice cold gelatin prep gets made first, and then Mom goes and does the hot side of the Jello, mixing that all together, combines the 2 into 1, and all of a sudden you have your Jello ready to form. Cream puff bottom comes out, and back to the Jello. The decision was to have both raspberry and lemon flavors. The mold is sprayed so that it doesn't stick, and then Dad pours the Jello into this mold. So you can't find a Jello Jiggler mold, egg mold, anywhere except for on eBay, and I found a set of 2 for $73. That's crazy. After sitting in the fridge to harden, ta-da, Jello Jiggler Easter eggs. Whipping up the cream cheese until smooth, then adding both your chocolate and vanilla pudding and milk, mixing that all together, and there's a couple different additions of milk that are needed, but what Mom's making as the last thing she did on Friday night was the center of the cream puff dessert, a chocolate cream cheese pudding. So good. And then my mom was very detail oriented about making sure that it reached and covered the entire base of the cream puff dessert. Now on to Saturday. Mom already had the ham in the oven and she was on to what we call funeral potatoes. Now, we're not having a funeral, it's Easter, but this is a recipe of potatoes my dad likes to have alongside of his ham. So we do this instead of a baked potato, mashed potato, scallop potato. It is funeral potatoes and it has lots of yummy goodness in there. We've got sour cream and cheese, cream of chicken soup, and then a bag of hash browns is also added into that. Mixed all together, and then Mom puts that into a 9x13 pan. Look at how well she scrapes the edge of the bowl, not to miss anything, and then make sure it fills the pan. Next comes the corn flake topping. You add that to some butter, mix it all together, and then spread that onto the potato mixture. Yes, she uses her hands while doing it. If you're enjoying this video, please hit like and subscribe. I post new content each week on Wednesdays, and I'd love to have you as a viewer. 45 minutes to my brother and sister arriving, so Mom did her whipped cream topping for the cream puff dessert, then put into the oven the funeral potatoes. There's your peek at the ham. Put the salad dressing on the salad, and dinner was served. This is my plate. It was beautiful. Look at all the colors. So we had on there ham, the funeral potatoes, Mom did cooked carrots, a beautiful salad with some homemade pickled beets, and that hot cross bun. After dinner, we decided to do the kids' Easter egg hunt, and this is them opening up their haul of goodies that my mom put together.
I had two, but I have one.
Each child had their own color of egg. The parents go and hide them, and then they're set loose throughout the house to try to find each of their eggs. And they have 10 in total, but they sure have a fun time searching through Nana and Papa's house for all of the Easter goodies they can find. As promised, here's the first dessert of lemon squares, all done. And then next was your cream puff dessert, drizzled with chocolate sauce and roasted almonds sprinkled on top. Looked out the back window and were surprised by a herd of deer.
Oh, look at them fly. Oh, they're like reindeer.
They're like magic reindeer.
Yeah,
There's a jumping right.
So Mom has given me permission to share these recipes with you. So comment below on which recipe you would like to see me do, whether it's funeral potatoes, cream puff dessert, lemon squares. Probably could even learn how to do Jello Jigglers, even though that's Mom's specialty, or anything else you might have seen today. Just comment below on what you'd like to see. And if you enjoyed this video, click on the next video of one of my favorite recipes. If you enjoyed spending this time with me, don't forget to like and subscribe so you can watch my new video as it comes out each and every week on Wednesdays. I hope to see you then.